Guys, I'm Mike Gamer back here for another video. Guys, I told you I was going to make a video explaining like some key money plays out of Denver Playbook in case you do want to run the Denver Playbook. So I will. So let's get a random play on defense. Offensively, we have some great formations in the Denver Playbook. Starting off with gun, we have bunch weak. We also have Snugs formation, which a lot of people love. Another one we have is wide trips open. And finally, that's pretty much it for the gun playbook, gun formation. But out of the single back, we have the single back ace, which I love because you can switch plays no matter what, and people won't know. We have the jumbo, and we have the trio, which a lot of people love. So let's start off with the trio, start off with the top, and then we'll go down. PA boot is a very nice play, and the reason why is because it gets people down the field. We're actually going to move the ball real fast, a little bit farther back, just to get some more yards, because this play is great for yardage. So pretty much, as you can see by the way the play looks, we have a very deep route in Emmanuel Sanders. We have Thomas is what you're really going to want to hit, but we also have Norwood underneath. Now the thing is though, getting the time to throw this pass is very, very difficult, as you can see right there, because of the fact that it takes a while to get someone deeper down the field. So my recommendation would be to block your running back so the play action doesn't actually go through, and block your tight end just to have a little bit extra time, and you can roll out and then you can hit the guy Thomas across the middle. And of course you could also hit Emmanuel deep if you would like to, but again, just block these two guys just so that you avoid that little pass rush from the left hand side, because it's kind of annoying when he comes in because he can always mess you up. So that's something I recommend doing. Other than that, let's actually go back into plays. Formations, of course you can. I already covered ace in a previous video, but gun, we have wide trips open, which we have some very nice plays out of this. And this is actually one of my favorite plays to run. If you ever need a short yardage formation, you ever need short yardage, this is pretty much your go-to play. Also, if you want to dink and dunk down the field on your opponent. So it's called wide receiver fork, and this is exactly what it looks like. So without any play, without any changing up anything, what you want to do on this play is pretty much hit green. Your tight end on the left-hand side, he's going to do a real quick pass, and you want to hit him, as you see right there. So pretty much he's going to get open against man, against zone, against pretty much anything. And what you want to do is pretty much just hit him real fast. Most time you want to bullet that, but you can also just lob it if you would like to. But you have to be very careful because you do not want to wait too long. This play is like a 1 second play. You have to hit him in 1 second, or else you're going to be in a bad situation. So as you can see, what happens here is because of Norwood, he's actually going to take, if you someone runs a blue zone against you, a flat blue, Norwood is going to bump him out of place, allowing him to get wide open. And of course, pretty much the best dink and dunk play ever. Just a little dink and dunk, and sometimes you can get upfield depending on what people are covering. Now with that, if someone tries to use it underneath for green, you could always hit Norwood up top, but that is going to take a little bit longer to kind of work and illustrate together. So you want to be very careful, and just remember Norwood is not really the guy you want to go for in this play, but you can in case they are covering underneath. Now, what I like to do is I like to put Emmanuel Sanders on a slant route, and the reason why you can either put him on a slant route or a drag route, and the reason why is because if you see one-on-one no zone, what you want to do is put your fastest guy on this right-hand side right here, or your best aggressive catcher, because what you're going to be doing is, because one-on-one, you're just going to be throwing deep if it does come down to they have no deep safety, because it's one-on-one coverage. Now, when they do have a deep safety, as you see right there, he's deep. I recommend putting him on a slant route because he's going to get open against most man coverages, and as you can see, especially what I said, put your fastest guy there, because that's why the slant is so great here, because the slant is going to pretty much get open against anyone, and it's a free yardage. Now, the next part of this play, because again, there's so many parts of this play I love, but we do have a halfback. The halfback route is actually really important. As you can see, the halfback route is actually not just he goes out there and that's it. He goes out there and he sits. He goes out there and he stays. As you see right here, he goes out there, sits, people forget about him, and then you just check it down to him, and then he breaks up the field and stuff like that. So that's why I love this halfback route. It can get dangerous if the user is playing it or if someone is underneath him. But if they're doing some kind of cross manning and they're not blocking the halfback, this halfback play is money, because you can just sit there, no one gets open, under pressure, check down. And just like that, especially with the cross manning, it's going to get pretty bad for them. Now, the final play of this route is going to, or the final route of this play is going to be Thomas. Now, Thomas, of course, you can throw to him if you would like to, but it will get kind of dangerous. And my recommendation would be, if you did block Anderson, your running back, you could just wait. And of course, as you can see, they got pressure right away. But, I mean, if someone's blitzing nobody, and as you see right here, they are all out blitzing. But if someone's blitzing nobody, my recommendation would be, well, I mean, let me show you what I'm talking about. Forgot I had on this. Okay, so if someone's blitzing nobody, let's put these guys in quarterback spies. So this is what the play looks like, right? We have 3 deep safeties. Someone's blitzing nobody. You roll it to the left here, or the right. You throw it deep. That's my recommendation if someone is blitzing nobody. Obviously, Demaris apparently can't get any kind of actually good coverage there. Oh, sorry, actually catch the ball there. But that's my recommendation. If someone is blitzing everybody, is just do that. Just throw a deep bomb. But obviously, you know, most of the time with this play, you're not going to hit Thomas. But you can hit Thomas if you like. But recommendation not to. Because Thomas, what he's supposed to do is, if the green is not open, because, you know, they're using underneath or the shading underneath, Norwood, Thomas lets Norwood get open. That's pretty much what Thomas is used for. Thomas, the only person on the play that is a decoy is Thomas. Thomas is the decoy that is getting green open. Getting Norwood open. So, you know, Thomas, you're not really supposed to throw to him because he's a decoy, but you can throw to him if you'd like to. You could also put Thomas deep, like if they have no deep safety. Like, let's say we have this and the blitzing, right? Actually, let's do, hang on. Let's do deep zone. All right, there we go. So let's say we do that, right? We could actually put Thomas deep, and if it's one-on-one matchup, obviously, you know, we can hope for the aggressive catch deep bomb. So that's something we could do with that play. Altogether, I love that play the most. That's honestly my favorite play out of the whole playbook. But obviously, there's some more plays. So out of that formation, I don't really like any other plays. You could walk PA wide receiver into your formation, obviously, but I don't really like it that much. Now let's go to Snugs. Now, I'm not the most advanced when it comes to this playbook. I don't know like the crazy. I'm pretty much I'm just learning this playbook. But we do have some pretty nice play out of Snugs that I like to run personally. Slot post is always a good play because what you can do is put Norwood on the low slant route. Put actually hang on. Yeah, put him on a slant route. Do that, but I did not mean to move him. Alright, so put him on a slant route and then put Sanders on a drag route just like this. And what you want to do is actually move him and hike it before he sets. So you see that little delay right there? That is what you pretty much want. And the reason why is because if they're playing zone and coverage like that, let's see what I'm running here. Yeah, I'm running zone coverage here. So it's going to, most of the time, get a little wide open pass here. So a little delay, and then throw it to him. Obviously, again, it's not working right now. All right, let me, actually, this should be good. Now, other than that, other than putting, what you could do is keep Norwood what he is and put Sanders on a drag route. And that's going to get wide open like that. If Sanders could catch the ball. But that's going to get wide open against a lot of coverages. So you could, if you want to, just put Sanders on a drag route right here. And that's also going to put one-on-one. And most times, that's going to put one-on-one versus a linebacker. So if you have a really fast receiver, that's going to be a very, very good matchup. So let's actually look at who would be covering him in a one-on-one matchup. So Jones would be covering him one-on-one. And that's honestly, without a deep safety help, if you had like no deep safety, or the safety's playing on the other side of the field, that's going to just destroy it. So you could put drag route, and then you could do a what's called a drag route, and then what's it called? Oh crap! A streak. My bad. I called it. My bad. Sorry guys. I am getting over sickness, so my mind is kind of still a little janky. But not when I called it streak earlier, I meant to say drag route. But yeah, so you can do that little stop motion stuff that on the left hand side we move the guy over, and then he just gets a little delay. But going back to the playbook, another play we have is bunch weak, which again. Out of Snugs, there's a lot of good plays. It's the same concept, just move guys around and change different formations. But we do have corner strike, which a lot of people love, and that is out of bunch weak. And if you guys do not know what corner strike is, then I guess you have not played that much Madden, because that's what corner strike is. Pretty much on each side of the field, you can do that kind of type of thing, either left or right. And a lot of people love this formation. They love calling corner strike. Especially if people can't stop it, they're going to just call corner strike all day long. And it's the idea, man. It's C routes. People love the C routes. People love the underneath like this. Go underneath. Bam. And it's just really easy for people to, get quick passes off. The way to stop it, obviously, if you guys don't know how to stop it, would just be, let me show you. So let's say we're calling it cover 3 sky, right? You're going to click triangle or Y and shade underneath. So when I go to run this play, oh sorry, not underneath, over top. Messed up there, my bad. You want to shade it on the over top. So when I go to run this play, as you can see now, I can't run the play. And the reason why is because the guys, instead of going underneath like they normally were, they're now going over top and they're covering deeper. And as you see right here, I can still get the catch, but the guys actually are going over top, and they're not actually going underneath anymore. So they're actually starting to learn, hey, let me cover deeper so that he can't do that play again. See, as you see, instead of playing underneath, then obviously they play over top. But the only issue with corner strike on that is then people can just check it down, and that's a free like 5 or 6 yards. Depending on, if you use it over there, then they're just going to go to the other side. So it's kind of annoying, but definitely at the same time, it's still a nice play to call when you have nothing else to call. So that's pretty much it out of Denver playbook. Obviously, again, there's a lot of great plays out of this I'm not covering because, I'm just starting to learn it myself. So I'm trying to teach you guys based on what I know so far and what I'm running so far. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.